stuck here. The cops won't bother me. Sunday, perfect weather. I'm waiting to ride with Barnabas. Barnabas bought my V-Strom 650, so not really my V-Strom anymore, but he's enjoying it and he rides every single day. Look at that. That's the V-Strom. Good to see that V-Strom. Man, it looks good. You know, the interesting thing about the V-Strom Barnabas is riding, it's still got the dark side tire. And generally in Maryland, or always in Maryland, when bike exchange owners, they have to get inspections done. And he was telling me the story that he took it to a shop to get inspected, and he wasn't sure that it was going to pass with the dark side tire, because, you know, it's a car tire on a motorcycle, but it passed. So, and that goes to show you that, you know, it's completely legal. Good bike for every condition. You know, like these rougher roads and stuff, you don't need anything like a KTM for general riding. And that's the thing, man. The V-Strom won't win any like bar brawls, you know, like nobody's like clamoring to get a V-Strom. But when you know how capable and how durable and how reliable that bike is, it makes you appreciate it even more. Because look, the Ninja 250, great bike, but it's a great bike in a different aspect. The quality is a little bit worse, durability, reliability is a little bit worse, and you're not as capable of riding for like very long distances on the Ninja 250. It is a little bit on the unreliable side just because it's got such a small engine, but a lot of people are not going to be putting on tons of miles on a Ninja 250. I think one of the reasons people really enjoy unreliable bikes like Harley, BMW, Ducati, etc. is conflict. People find it much more exciting to have something that breaks down once in a while. Then they have to work and then they have to learn how to fix it. It keeps them a little bit more excited. Now a V-Strom, it's as if it's on a plateau. It's a very high plateau. There's no rises, there's no ups and downs. The bike just works. It's kind of like a Toyota Prius. The car just works. So it's not as exciting to own because it's so reliable and you have to concentrate on just riding. The question is, why did I sell the V-Strom? If I liked it so much, why not just keep it? And you know, in the beginning I thought, oh yeah, I'm just gonna keep it. But I think I wanted to get another bike just for the variety. But I never assumed that that I could not find a bike that was a good, and I thought that I would find a bike that was better to replace the V-Strom, but I cannot. Get like a KTM Adventure, a BMW GS, but I don't think those are good replacements. Those bikes sell a sizzle. It's not so much a rational thought when you buy like a BMW, because the V-Strom does everything those bikes can, especially the BMW. You're not really getting a good bang for the buck on the BMW. On the KTM, I can see it being a performance-oriented bike, but I can't see justifying $15,000 for it. Man, this area is beautiful, and no motorcycles come here because now the trend is riding on the highway and doing wheelies and weaving in and out of traffic. Yeah, go ahead, dudes, keep doing that. Leave these roads all for myself. Now this is the type of roads, like these one-lane bridges, that the V-Strom does so well because the suspension is a little bit softer. This bike suspension is not that great. It's soft for a sport bike, but it doesn't feel like you're having an adventure. It just feels like I'm damaging it. I am seeing the mountains up ahead, and it's so funny because it's like there's very little humidity, so you can see the mountains. Man, I'm starting to see the mountains up ahead. It's so funny seeing all of these barns and all of that. So different from yesterday's protest ride. Not so much a riot yesterday, but definitely a protest. Man, these roads are really nice. And I have yet to see any motorcyclists around this area. It's as if they're all just at home, or maybe they're all in protests. I don't know. It just feels like riders are not out. And today's such a beautiful day too. Me and Barnabas on the V-Strom 650 riding around. Man, there's so many fantastic roads here and nobody's out riding. Apparently that was another one of those biker boy sausage fest meetups for recreational commuters, and that was thousands of riders. But look at this, these roads are completely clear. I guess I am kind of glad they went on that ride. That way I can concentrate on riding these roads all by my lonesome. I like it when there's a creek next to the roadway. It's such a nice touch. Black Mills and Wildhide. Called Blue Mountain Road, and I've never been here. When you have a road called Blue Mountain Road, it's gotta be epic, right? Let's see what it looks like. Nobody likes the twisty, flatter roads. I like them. This is Route 77, and you know the interesting thing about Thurmont and Route 77, this is where a lot of people come that don't know roads, because it's easy to see on the map, like, oh yeah, it's a twisty road. But it's not that good, because there's all of this traffic that usually comes here. So the roads that we were just riding are much nicer than this one. But I usually take riders here because it's such a decent area and it's twisty, so in case they want to come back, they can always come back. What's this? There's traffic here? I have never seen this area so packed. So packed that there was a traffic jam. I've never seen so many cars on the side of the road on any weekend. What is going on here? People are just going insane, going to parks now. It's a sport touring bike. BMW. Typical BMW to be on a trailer. We are approaching High Rock, and I think it'll be kind of cool to see what Barnabas thinks of High Rock. And up ahead, right in front of me, this is some sort of government facility. I think it's an army base. I forgot the name of it. But this is also where Camp David is, up on the top. Okay, I think I'm gonna rock. It's funny because it's such a popular area, because look at these guys. What are they doing? Running around loops in a parking lot. Look at all the peoples. Now we can find a parking space somewhere. Here's the old V-Strom. I miss this bike a lot. This is probably one of the better bikes you can possibly get, and people don't know about it. Look at that V-twin engine. Such a good engine. It's so strange that I'm riding this. I'm riding the Ninja 250 as opposed to the V. Well, we did 200 miles. That was really awesome. He's about to head out to Oregon. So, he's a hardcore rider. He definitely is into riding. A lot of people just talk about riding. And then you have guys like him that ride.
That's a lovely accent you have. New Jersey?